Before I start this, I'd like to say thank you to all my subscribers that I've been getting the past few months. Mondo respect. This is a members only quest, so you're going to need 74 firemaking, 76 constitution and 64 agility. Also, food like sour brews is highly recommended for the puzzles. The items I'd recommend for this would be any knives, but like not the normal cutting knife, any ranged knives. I'll put a picture on there so you don't get confused. Dragon claws and dragon dagger specials for the boss. I've noted down all the routes for you guys. Spirit tree is probably the best by going to the gnome stronghold, which is in blue, fairy rings, which is in white, code is AKQ, and you go to the barbarian outpost, which is last, which is in green, using the game's necklace. Okay, to start this quest, you have to speak to any of these guys or gals around the crevice/cavern. Once you've started the quest, you should have a cyan square on your minimap to show indicating that you've started it, and that's the quest area. Now that you've passed the cutscene, you'll be in this room and you'll see some red fires on the floor. You'll be given a little Firemaker's thing, which is called a pitch can, and you can get off this guy called Flint. I've put him up on the screen for you guys. If you right click it, you can make a fire directly underneath you, but if you left click it or make it directly in front, you cannot go over the fire. However, you can stamp out your fires that you've made. The solved puzzle is on the screen. Feel free to pause it. You will now need to head to the western part of the room and speak to Flint. He will give you a pitch can. Okay, so you want to get Once you've lit the fire, you go to the northern side of the room and click on the journal. Just for future reference, this will be the pillar that you'll need to click on if you want to save any of the Firemakers. You will now notice that Phoenix has died, and Emmett will explain that he couldn't help it. So this just shows the power that Char has. She can manipulate people into doing what she wants. The dialogue seems to go on for a while, but Char explains her origins and what happened and how Zamorak betrayed her. Yeah, the story reminds me slightly of Harry Potter, how Voldemort puts his soul into pages or items so he can live forever. The western exit is blocked, so the only way you can go is east. Okay, now you've got another one of those lighting up puzzles. If you want to know what it looks like, feel free to keep watching for the solution. So yeah, that's the solution. It should look like a fire with smoke coming above it to make it symbolise a fire. After you've done that, loads of rocks will fall, and you are trying to have to get you are trying to have to make an exit. So gather the rocks like I'm doing, and keep building on the eastern side. Once you've got sufficient amount of rocks, you should be able to climb it and make your way to the other side, where the other firemakers are waiting for you to escort them out. Also, a good thing to note is that the longer that you're in the room, the darker it gets, so the more you'll be hit. Also, you can see when rocks are falling, because there will be a shadow emote just above where the rock will fall, so you can avoid that. Okay, so once again you will have to light the fire, and the firemakers will come through the western exit. Once the firemakers have come through, you are given the option to choose who you want to save. As this is optional, you do not have to save anyone. I didn't save anyone because, like, yeah, I'm not that nice. But before you do this, you want to go and check out the journals and speak to Char and see what she has to say. We are now given some lore, which is always interesting because, yeah, lore is pretty interesting because it's the whole story of the quest. So we're given more plot. We find out that Char is the fire enchantress of Zaros. She was pretty close to him. Wow, does this chick know who I am? I'm Gengar 310. I slay next for breakfast. Yeah, a bit like Harry Potter. Once again, it's your time to choose if you want to save anyone. If not, you don't have to. You can watch them die like I did, but if you want to pick someone, it's Twig and he'll kill Flint. Click on the pillar to choose that pillar, yeah. Okay, so Jakes have given us another pitch can puzzle where we're going to have to use the pitch. We're also given powder in the form of yellow and red. I'll advise taking 10 of each, well 20 to be honest, because yeah, you're going to need them later on. And yeah, have 2 inventory spaces free for that. As your pitch default colour is red and you want to make yellow fire, you just click on the yellow powder, and vice versa. So if you want to get back onto red, you'd have to click the red powder. So this is how the complete version should look. I would advise pausing so you guys after you've done this, there'll be 2 rows of fire coming at you, and if they hit you for 250 life points. So I suggest going through the holes, no homo. Okay, so you're gonna wonder what the hell is that, right? It looks like it's an agility course, and it kind of is, but this is where the sorrow brews come in. You're gonna need quite a bit, and yeah, you're gonna have to avoid the lava erupting and everything moving pretty much. Another thing to note is that you get hit consistently as soon as it gets dark, and you'll need to light these fires on the way to the activation poles. The poles will raise these pillars in the lava, which will aid you on your way across. This is all safe, so if you do die, you won't, because you'll be teleported out. Okay, basically because I love you guys so much, I've made this map for you. I couldn't record it myself because I was lagging, so I thought this would be the best way. You run all the way west and pull down that column, or trigger a pillar all the way east, so that's where you're going to go next. You're going to head all the way east and pull the column to the far east. Once you've pulled down that column, carry on following the green dots as you can see on the screen to that red dot, which is the column which you'll have to pull again. Directly east to that will be another column which you'll have to pull as you've gained access as the pillar has risen. Jump over that ledge and there'll be another column right there which you'll have to pull. Once you've pulled that, go back west and pull that column which you can see on the screen. Run all the way west once more, but keep running as stuff will drop on you if you stop. You have to start again. Right, run all the way east again and pull down that column. Once you've pulled down that column, you're going to have to head all the way north, as you can see on the screen. Then head west where there's no wall of fire. Once you've pulled down that, you're safe, and the eastern wall of fire has been removed, so you can run all the way and exit. Once again, Char speaks about history and the laws. She explains what Zaros was doing and how he was being deceitful. She never expected him to be a god, and she pities herself for allowing him to be a god, because she couldn't do nothing to stop him. Also, she talks about this Saren chick in a crystalline palace, which I'm guessing is in the Elflands. Hey guys, it's once again time to pick who you want to choose, who you want to kill. If you want to kill someone, just pick the wrong person. But if you want to save someone, the possessed person is Sarah. After you decide to ice his fate, we've got another one of these pitch can puzzles. There's a blue powder in the room, but you do not have to use it, because I got pretty confused at that bit. Your puzzle should look like this, the ends. Thanks so much for watching part 1 of my guides. Please like and subscribe, it helps me a lot because I spent quite a bit of time on this. Yeah, that's all. Click for part 2.
See you on the other side. See you on the other side.